students. In this video we are going to study area of parallelogram. So it is one of the application of cross product. So here I have drawn two parallelograms OACB, and in one of the diagrams this theta is acute angle here, and angle between A bar and B bar in this diagram theta is obtuse angle. So let's find out area of the parallelogram in terms of adjacent sides first. So here adjacent sides are A bar and B bar in both the diagrams. We know that area of parallelogram is base into height. So let's write the formula first. Area of parallelogram equal to base into height. Now in both the diagrams base is OA. So to find height of the parallelogram, let's draw BM perpendicular to OA. So in this diagram also BM is drawn perpendicular to OA. Now to find BM, let's consider the triangle OBM, which is a right angle triangle. So triangle OBM is right angle triangle, and we want to find out value for or whatever the equation for BM. So as it is height, okay. So and OB is known. So if we consider sine ratio, sine theta is BM divided by OB. So sine theta equal to BM upon OB. So BM is equal to OB sine theta. Now OB bar is B bar. So for OB we can write small letter b. So this height is b sine theta. In this diagram also height is b sine theta. Let's see how it is. If this is theta, then this is pi minus theta, 180 minus theta. So again consider triangle OBM, and if we take sine theta, so sine of pi minus theta. So in that case opposite side is BM divided by hypotenuse is OB. So again we get BM upon OB, but instead of theta it is pi minus theta. But sine of pi minus theta is sine theta only. So again we get the same equation, and we get the same equation for BM as well. So BM equal to B sine theta. So let's substitute in this equation. Therefore area of parallelogram OACB, area of parallelogram equal to OA into OB sine theta. So let's write it as B sine theta. Similarly OA bar is A bar. So this OA we can write it as A. So it is AB sine theta, which is nothing but modulus of A bar cross B bar. In the last video we have seen this fact that modulus of A bar cross B bar is AB sine theta. So area of parallelogram is modulus of A bar cross B bar, and A bar cross B bar is known as vector area of the parallelogram having adjacent side A bar and B bar. So this is a scalar quantity. So it is area of the parallelogram, and vector area is vector quantity, which is A bar cross B bar. So vector area of parallelogram equal to A bar cross B bar. Now here the parallelogram we have taken it as OACB. So we have taken one vertex as origin. So if we take a parallelogram, say ABCD, then what happens? Okay, let's draw the diagram here. So if the parallelogram is ABCD, then the adjacent sides are AB bar and AD bar. So in this case, this area equal to modulus of AB bar cross AD bar. Okay. Let's solve this question where adjacent sides are given, adjacent side of the parallelogram are given, A bar and B bar, and question is find the area. So area is just we have seen that area of the parallelogram is modulus of A bar cross B bar. So for that first we need is A bar cross B bar. Now cross product is determinant. First row is I cap, J cap and K cap. Second row coefficients of A bar which are 2, -2 and 1. Then coefficient of B bar 1, -3, -3. So that is equal to I cap. Then it is 6 minus -3. So it becomes 6 plus 3. Next term is minus J cap. Now here we have -6 minus 1 plus K cap. So -6 minus minus, that is plus 2. So simplifying, this becomes 9I cap. This is -7, but here we have minus sign. So this becomes plus 7J cap. This one is -4 K cap. So we have A bar cross B bar. If vector area is asked, then this is the answer. That vector area of the parallelogram having adjacent side A bar and B bar is 9I cap plus 7J cap minus 4K cap. And area, that is a scalar quantity, it is modulus of A bar cross B bar. Modulus of A bar cross B bar is root 9 square plus 7 square plus minus 4 square. That is 81 plus 49 plus 16. Now 81 plus 49 is 130. Adding 16 to it is 146. And since it is area, so let's write here square units. So area of the parallelogram is root 146 square units. Let's solve one more question based on this formula. Here A, B, C and D are given. First of all, we have to verify that these points are vertices of a parallelogram. And after that, we have to find area of the parallelogram. So let's verify whether these points are vertices of a parallelogram. So if it is a parallelogram, then AB and CD are parallel to each other and their lengths are equal. Similarly, AD and BC. So we can verify this by finding direction ratios of AB and DC. If those direction ratios are proportional, then AB and DC are parallel. So let's find out direction ratios of all the sides. So first of all, let's see direction ratios of AB. So direction ratios of AB, how to find direction ratios? Just we have to subtract coordinates of A from coordinates of B. So it is x coordinate minus x coordinate, y minus y and z minus z. So first of all, let's consider coordinates of B. So it is -2 -3. For y coordinates, it is 2 -2 and -3 minus plus 1. That is -5, 0 and -2. So we have direction ratios of AB. Now direction ratios of BC. So for BC, it is C bar minus B bar. So 3 minus -2 becomes 3 plus 2. Next is 5 minus 2. -2 minus plus 3. So those are 5, 3, 1. Now direction ratios of DC. For DC, it is C bar minus D bar. So 3 minus -2. So 3 plus 2. 5 minus 5. -2 minus plus 4. So that is 5, 0, 2. You can see here direction ratios of AB and DC. If we multiply these numbers by -1, we get these numbers. That means these are proportional. So AB and DC are parallel to each other. Now direction ratios of the remaining side, AD, D bar minus A bar. So it is -2, -3, 5 minus 2 and -4 minus minus plus 1. So that is -5, 5 minus 2 is 3, -4 plus 1 is -3. So here BC direction ratios of BC and AD are not proportional. So these two lines BC and AD are not parallel. So this is not a parallelogram. Only one pair of opposite sides is parallel. That means it is a trapezium. But if we have to find out the area, then now we cannot use formula for area of the parallelogram. So how to find the area of the such quadrilateral? So let's see that. First of all, if we join B and D, then this quadrilateral now, as it is not a parallelogram, so this can be divided into two triangles. So we can find area of each triangle and we can add those areas to find area of the quadrilateral. Let's keep this question aside. First let's find formula for area of the triangle, and then again we will come to this question and we will find area of the quadrilateral here. Okay. Okay, first let's find out area of triangle ABC, and after that let's solve the question which we have kept aside. So here a triangle ABC is given. See here, I have completed a parallelogram ABCD. By three ways we can complete the parallelogram ABCD. Then we can complete it as AD dash BC. This is also a parallelogram, keeping the sides of a triangle ABC as adjacent sides. Two of those sides are adjacent sides of this new parallelogram. Similarly, we can complete the parallelogram taking a fourth vertex like this. A, B, say D double dash, D double dash C. So this is also a parallelogram. Now the adjacent side here are AB bar and AC bar. Here in ABCD, those are BC bar and BA bar. And in this one, BCAD dash, those are CB bar and CA bar. Okay. So by any way, you can complete the parallelogram. Now why we have completed the parallelogram? Because we have formula for area of the parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram is modulus of A bar cross B bar, where A bar and B bar are adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So now here area of this triangle ABC is half the area of the parallelogram. You can take any of the three parallelograms. So let's see the formula for area of the triangle. So area of triangle ABC is equal to half the area of the parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram. So here I have written only parallelogram. So you can take any of the parallelograms. So whenever we take parallelogram, so only thing is, if we want to take vector area, so vector area is, if this is A bar and this is B bar, then take vector area is A bar cross B bar. Always remember that if we are writing A bar first and then B bar, then those pairs should be like that this rotation from A bar to B bar should be in anti-clockwise direction. So that is theta is positive in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So if I take parallelogram, say ABCD, then we have to take the sides BC bar and BA bar. So area will be modulus of BC bar cross BA bar for the first parallelogram. If I take parallelogram, say BCAD dash, so in that case we have CA bar and CB bar. See, first of all I have to write CA bar. Since it is modulus, so irrespective of the order, we get the same solution. But it's better to write it neatly and correctly. So here it is CA bar cross CB bar. And in the in the third one, A, B, D double dash C, we have AC bar and AB bar. See the rotation from AB bar to AC bar, that will be positive. So in the third one, we have to take AB bar cross AC bar. So here in area of parallelogram, you can take any of these three modulus. So let's take any one of that. So half, let's write the first one only. It is BC bar cross BA bar. Let's simplify and let's find out whether it is half A bar cross B bar cross C bar plus C bar cross A bar or not. So it is half modulus of BC bar is now C bar minus B bar cross BA bar is A bar minus B bar. So as cross product is distributive over vector addition, so using that and writing the expansion, it is C bar cross A bar minus C bar cross B bar, then minus B bar cross A bar and minus plus B bar cross B bar. So half, let's use properties of cross product. C bar cross A bar. Let's interchange these two so that the sign changes. It becomes plus now. B bar cross C bar. In the third one also, interchanging A bar and B bar, we have plus A bar cross B bar. And if it is cross product of the vector with itself, then it is 0 bar. See, we have the solution now. It is modulus here, sorry. It is A bar cross B bar plus B bar cross C bar plus C bar cross A bar. So half modulus of A bar cross B bar plus B bar cross C bar plus C bar cross A bar, interchanging the order. But I suggest you to not to use this formula while finding area of the triangle. Why? Because if we want to find out the cross product, so cross product is the determinant. So here we have to find out three determinants and then we have to add those. But if we use this formula, BC bar cross BA bar, only thing is we have to find out BC bar and BA bar first and then only one cross product. That means we have to solve only one determinant. So I prefer to use this formula instead of this while solving the question. Okay. Now we have the formula for area of triangle. So now we are able to solve the question we have kept aside. So let's solve the question. Okay, consider the question again. Now area of quadrilateral ABCD is area of triangle ABD plus area of triangle BDC. Okay. Now area of triangle ABD is half modulus of cross product of any two sides. So if we take ABD, so let's take cross product of AD bar and AB bar. Okay. So it is AD bar cross AB bar plus area of triangle BDC. Area of triangle BDC, if we consider here this one, it is CB bar cross CD bar, as BC and CD are adjacent sides. So we can take CB bar cross CD bar, half CB bar cross CD bar. So let's find out these cross products. But before that, we have to find out AD bar, AB bar, and for the second one, we need CB bar and CD bar. So first let's find out AD bar. AD bar is D bar minus A bar. Here we have direction ratios of AD. So it is D bar minus A bar only. So AD bar is minus 5 I cap plus 3 J cap minus 3 K cap. AB bar, okay, we have direction ratios of AB bar also. So those are minus 5, 0, minus 2. So we have AB bar minus 5 I cap plus 0 J cap. It is minus 2 K cap. So we have AD bar and AB bar. Next one is CB bar. CB bar. CB bar. Here we have direction ratios of BC, and if we take CB, only thing is the sign changes. So it is minus 5 I cap minus 3 J cap minus K cap. So I have used BC bar, and for CB bar it is just we have to change the signs. So it is minus 5, minus 3, minus 1. Next one is CD bar. CD bar is negative of DC bar. We have DC bar here 502. So CD bar is minus 5 I cap and minus 2 K cap. In between term is 0 here. So term in J cap is absent. Okay. So we have all the vectors now. So let's find out the cross products. So AD bar cross AB bar first. AD bar cross AB bar. And after that we will be finding out the modulus, and then we will multiply by half. So AD bar cross AB bar is modulus of I cap, J cap, K cap. Now AD bar, that is minus 5, 3, minus 3. AB bar is minus 5, 0, minus 2. That is equal to I cap. Then we have minus 6, minus 0. Then minus J cap. 10 minus 15 plus K cap. Now it is 0 minus minus plus 15. So that becomes minus 6 I cap. Then 10 minus 15 is minus 5, and here we have minus sign. So this becomes plus 5 J cap, and the last one is 15 K cap. So this is AD bar cross AB bar. Let's find out the modulus. So AD bar cross AB bar has magnitude root minus 6 square plus 5 square plus 15 square. So that is root 36 plus 25 plus 225. Now 225 and 25 is 250. Adding this 36 to 250, we get root 286. So that is modulus of AD bar cross AB bar. Now let's find out a CB bar cross CD bar and then its modulus. So CB bar cross CD bar is determinant I cap, J cap, K cap. Now first we have to write the coefficients of I, J, K from CB bar. So those are minus 5, minus 3, minus 1. Now CD bar. CD bar is minus 5, 0, minus 2. So it is I cap. Then we have 6 minus 0. Next term is minus J cap. 10 minus 5 plus K cap. 0 minus 15. So that is 6 I cap minus 5 J cap minus 15 K cap. So we get the same numbers here, only the sign change is there. That means we get the same magnitude. So modulus of CB bar cross CD bar. So I am not writing all the solution for modulus this, as we have the same numbers here. So modulus is also same. So that is root of 286. Therefore, area of the quadrilateral now. So area area of the quadrilateral ABCD equals to half, area of first triangle is half square root of 286. Similarly, for the second one also we have half square root of 286. So adding those terms, it is square root of 286 square units. Okay. Find a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the points A00, 0B0, 00C. What is the area of the triangle with these vertices? First of all, we have to find unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the points A00, 0B0, 00C. You can see here that the first point is A00. That means it is point on x-axis. The second one is a point on y-axis and the third one is point on z-axis. So these 3 points, they form a triangle. So let's draw a triangle first. I am not drawing the axis, x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. So let this point be A00. Coordinates of B, vertex B is 0B0 and the third vertex C is 00C. So first of all, we want unit vector perpendicular to the plane. So in cross product we have that n cap. So what is n cap? So A bar cross B bar is AB sin theta n cap and AB sin theta is modulus of A bar cross B bar. So formula for n cap is we have to divide by this term to right hand side. So that is A bar cross B bar upon modulus of A bar cross B bar. But what is that A bar cross B bar here? So it is, we have to convert these 3 vertices into 2 vectors. So you can take any 2 vectors. Either you can take AB bar, AC bar, or BC bar, BA bar, or CA bar, CB bar. Any pair of these 3 pairs will do. So let's take it as AB bar and AC bar. Okay. So what is that unit vector here? N cap is AB bar cross AC bar divided by modulus of the same vector AB bar cross AC bar. So for that, first of all, we need AB bar and AC bar. So AB bar is B bar minus A bar. So B bar minus A bar gives us 0 minus A, that is minus A I cap. Then B minus 0, that is B J cap, and 0 minus 0. So we don't get the term there. Next one is AC bar. It is C bar minus A bar. So it is 0 minus A. Okay, let's write C bar minus A bar first and then the difference. So 0 minus A is minus A I cap. In between term is 0 minus 0. So we don't get term in J cap. And the last one is C minus 0 K cap. That is C K cap. So we have AB bar and AC bar. Now let's find out the cross product. So AB bar cross AC bar equal to determinant first row I cap, J cap, K cap, then coefficients of I, J, K from AB bar. So those are minus A, B, term in K is not there, so coefficient is 0. And for AC bar we have minus A, 0, C. So that is I cap, BC minus 0. Then minus J cap, minus AC minus 0, plus K cap, 0 minus minus plus AB. So that is BC I cap plus AC J cap plus AB K cap. Okay. So we have the numerator now. So let's find out the magnitude. That means the denominator part. So modulus of AB bar cross AC bar is square root of coefficient of I square. So that is B square C square, then A square C square, and AB bracket square is A square B square. Since all are different terms, we cannot take any term common from this. So let's write it as it is. So n cap becomes now BC I cap plus AC J cap plus AB K cap divided by modulus of that vector, which is B square C square plus A square C square plus A square B square. Or we can write this vector as, if we take ABC common, then we have to divide all the term here by ABC. So this will become 1 upon A I cap, 1 by B J cap, 1 by C K cap, and its modulus will be ABC root 1 by A square plus 1 by B square plus 1 by C square. So this way also we can write the vector AB bar cross AC bar, but this one is okay. And we have to find area of the triangle. So area of the triangle is half magnitude of cross product of any two adjacent sides. So it is AB bar cross AC bar. So we have the modulus here. So we have to just multiply by half. So area of triangle ABC equal to area of triangle ABC equal to half modulus of AB bar cross AC bar. So that is half magnitude is root B square C square plus A square C square plus A square B square, and as it is area, so write it as square units. Okay. I hope you understood this concept of cross product as area of the parallelogram. See, we have a scalar area as well as vector area. So scalar area, for that we have to take modulus of the adjacent sides. Okay, in the next video we will see area of the parallelogram in terms of diagonals of the parallelogram. Okay. So these two questions are your assignment questions. Find area of the parallelogram, adjacent sides are given. So it is just find out the cross product, find out the magnitude of the cross product, and that is the area of the parallelogram. Find area of the triangle whose vertices are given here. So let these vertices be ABC. Find AB bar cross AC bar or BC bar cross BA bar. Take any two vectors from here. So those will be adjacent sides of the triangle, and multiply by half. So half modulus of that cross product. Okay. Okay. So you can solve these two questions. Thank you. See you in the next video.